Before there were rules, before there were names, there was balance, born from nature herself. It didn't favor power or peace. It simply was. From that same origin came two kinds of magic: spellcasters and the fair folk. Similar beginnings, but very different impacts. Spellcasters learned magic, studied it, shaped it, passed it down. Fairies lived it. They were part of it. For a time, that balance held, but it didn't last. Some spellcasters believed magic should be respected, used carefully, in harmony with the world around them. These are the naturalists. Others, the dominion casters, believed magic was meant to be used, to make life easier, to gain more, to become more. And that difference? It didn't stay a difference for long. It became a divide. Fighting became inevitable. What started as disagreement turned into conflict. Magic became unstable, unpredictable. Too many people pulling it in too many directions. So they separated. The naturalist settled in Willow Creek. Different ideologies, different practices, different spaces. And even that wasn't enough. Because when magic starts to lose its balance, it doesn't just affect the people using it, it affects everything. That's why the Magic Council was formed, not to control magic, but to keep it from falling apart completely.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Autumn. I also go by Aki Sims here on YouTube, and I am back with another episode of The Veil. So I just wanted to come in and really explain kind of what happened. I probably confused you guys. Yeah, Obi got kidnapped and taken after he was at the club, but as you guys saw from the cutscene, he is okay. He is fine. He's actually here at the Willow Creek Library with someone else. So this is the Willow Creek Library in my save. It does have CC, however, I am putting a CC free version up on my page. I will put my gallery ID on the screen below. So yeah, he is here and he's here with Grace. Let me just introduce you to Grace really quickly. This is Grace Anansi. She is a spellcaster. She's non-committal, a goofball, romantic, and she has the collector trait. She is a purveyor of potions, and she's just very knowledgeable about spellcasters and spellcaster lore. As you guys saw from the opening scene, she just finished telling Ovi about spellcasters and just what she knows, so to help him figure out a little bit more about the occult. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into gameplay. I'm gonna stop yapping so that we can play. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so they are here. They just finished looking at a lot of books and stuff. They just sat back down. I want him to kind of get to know her a little bit because he's gonna, he's gonna figure something out. I did actually have them meet off cam, and he got that he thinks that she is immature, and she thinks that like this is her crush, so she kind of likes him. He just found out that she's non-committal, so I don't know what that is gonna mean for him. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about briefly how he is. So growing up, Ovi was very much like, he's less mental focused and more physical focused. He was always in sports, and he just kind of got down with being very physical people. That's how he connected to people. Whereas his sister, Sarah, was very mental. She could look at somebody, meet somebody, and just know like, hey, I know what's going on. So he's getting to know her. It looks like he's bored. So we're going to probably go look around and see if we can find anything else. We're on the second floor of the Willow Creek Library. So we're going to, let's see if we can find some books. Let's see if we can find anything about being a spellcaster. He does know that fairies exist, but I don't think that he is truly believing that that's real. I think he only barely believes that spellcasters exist. I think he would want to see her do some powers or something. I'm going to actually control her so that we can get to know him. Let's discuss the latest book that we talked about. In my mind, they just discovered, like, they just read and talked over like things for lore, as far as like how spellcasters came into existence and stuff. And if you guys saw the intro, then that is canon to what I think it is. It is not technically how it is in the actual Sims, but that's what I choose to believe. So yeah, fight your mom, not me. She wants to tell a joke, so let's just tell a joke. Let's get to know him, and let's tell a gross joke. I don't know what we're gonna say, but she's gonna say something. Yeah, so he's like, so do you think you can put this stuff on CD for me? It looks like he's bored because he wants juice. He wants tea. He wants to know about her. Let's pry for secrets. Let's see if we can pry for secrets from her, see what we can learn, because I think that we would enjoy that. He's like, so do spellcasters just eat regular things? And she's like, yeah, we're pretty much just human. And he's like, I'm being nosy. I want to know, like, what is it that can you just become a spellcaster? And she's like, yeah, you can be given the gift of spellcasterism. And he's like, oh, okay. What does this say? Okay, feeling bleak in Willow Creek. We're not gonna read that because it doesn't really pay homage to our story, but it's fine. She can just say like, yeah, you'll see a lot of like very interesting people here. You never know who you're gonna meet, and they could be a spellcaster. You just never know. So he wants to analyze a book and get a promotion. Let me see what she wants to do. She wants to analyze a book also. So it says we can... Oh, wait, no, that's his. Oh, it didn't change. Okay, that's fine. Click on a book and select analyze, and the Sims can perform this interaction. Okay, he's not a bookworm, but let's have him read something, and we're going to have her read something too. We're not going to stay at the library very long, and eventually I do want them to go downstairs and do some research down here. In my mind, this is like archives and stuff. So maybe he might take a look at the archives and stuff. And I'd have to get online and get the actual tomes, but I think I'll do that off cam, and we'll just all pretend that he has done some research and found some tomes so he can read them on his own, or attempt to read them. I'm not actually sure. This is kind of like me exploring the pack also, because I don't play with occults, so we're learning all this with OV. Okay. So yeah, they're just reading something. I don't know what they're reading, but yeah, we're gonna go downstairs soon actually. So I'm gonna like kind of segue into them going downstairs after they finished reading these. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. So right now I have OV looking up some research and cures and elixirs and stuff. In my mind, the apothecary skill is shared among fairy and spellcaster, but it's also one of those things that even regular humans could do, because it's just like the study of plants and stuff and how they heal with medicine, like holistic healing. So he's looking up this stuff because he did see the apothecary table in his sister's house, so he's trying to look that up. And it looks like Grace is like flirting with him from across the room. Like, girl, calm yourself, please. Okay, he's feeling really playful. She's feeling really flirty because her crush is nearby. She's feeling it. She's feeling it. She's feeling it for real. He's talking about the books and stuff. He's probably like, when are you going to be able to like get me one of those tomes? I want to read one. And she's like, I can look into it tonight. It looks like it's almost 3:00 actually. So we're going to... Oh, not us finding out a scandal. What, by our cousin? Our cousin is always in somebody's business. Why is she here? Why is she here? I don't know. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap things up here at the library though, because I feel like he's gotten all the information he could get, and he's going to wait for her to go get the book. She's probably going to head off to the magic realm a little later and go get the book. He is going to head to the Charms household because they actually invited him over for dinner. And yeah, he wants to kind of pick their brain about how he ended up there and stuff like that. They sent him off. What is this? Delightfully deceptive? Okay, girl. They sent him off earlier, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head over there. There must be a celebrity in here. Don't piss me off. Please go somewhere. Goodbye. Okay. So I'm gonna press it pause here. Look at his face. Look at the face he's making. I can't. Ovi, what is up with that face? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this segment up here. I'm gonna head back to the Charms family household so that I can kind of explain like how he ended up at the library, because I know you guys are like, girl, why is he at the library of all places? We need answers. Yes, we're gonna get answers literally in like 2 seconds. I will see you guys back at the Charm household. Just hang tight. See you. We have made it to Glimmerbrook, and in my save file, Glimmerbrook is connected to the outskirts of Willow Creek. However, in my save file, I do keep all the occult worlds connected, but separated from my regular playable worlds, because one thing about me, I don't like occults walking around in the real world. It's just weird. I don't like it. But anyway, so we are here at the Charm household. Let me just give you a quick little tour. So let's just see that real quick. Okay, so this is the outside of the house. I wanted to go for a very Victorian-esque style home. They do have 2 floors here, as well as a very nice, beautiful greenhouse. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get a look inside. I'm not gonna do like first person. We're gonna do like aerial view, because we're gonna see a lot of the house throughout gameplay. So yeah, let's get into the house. Okay, so here on the first floor, we have the TV room. And then across from that is a little office nook here where they can do their work and stuff like that. I have CC in this build, but when I do put this build on the gallery, there will be no CC. This hallway leads you to the kitchen. It leads you to the kitchen. This is Minerva's room. It's like a potion seance room. It's giving very New Orleans vibes. And then over here is our dining space. This is where we come to eat. And then in the back of the house is the kitchen, and then an extra powder room, just a toilet. The kitchen is very nice. I love all the wallpaper in here. There's also a back stairwell that goes upstairs to the back of the house. To the like upstairs, obviously. And then the back of the house is pretty empty back here. If you go up either set of stairs, either this one or this one on the side, then you have about 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So this is the first bedroom. This is Gemma's room. I loved decorating this room. It was so beautiful. I had so much fun. She's just giving girly pop teenage into voodoo. And then next to her bedroom is her brother Daryl's room. Daryl's room is giving like, I like to be a little more with my stuff together, but he's definitely got, you know, a little bit of style going on here. And then next to his bedroom is Amelia's bedroom, and she's staying in here as a guest. Right now, this is her room, but we'll see a little bit into some lore with these guys because I don't think she's going to have this room for long. And then across from her room is obviously Minerva's room. Now, Minerva is very much into plants and herbalism, as you guys will see downstairs. She loves nature. She likes being involved with a lot of plants and stuff like that. So yeah, her bathroom is a little more decked out with the plant stuff than the other bathrooms. And then she does have a little walk-in closet where she does keep all of her orbs for looking into the future and whatnot. So she's got all that stuff back here. And then if we were to go outside and to the side here, we do have her own personal space. This is Minerva's area. She just does all her plantings and apothecary and like anything dealing with plants and herbalism and just getting things done with like nature. She does it here. This is her like safe haven. She doesn't really let her children in this room, but we might see this room. We'll just have to do some gameplay to see how that's gonna look. So let me go ahead and actually introduce you to some of the people that are living here. This is Minerva Charm. She's a bookworm, self-assured, family-oriented. She has a strong bloodline, and she also is a master spellcaster. She has friends in high places. So she is very good friends with all the magic sages. She's really good friends like in the community. Everybody knows her as like the kind of like the voodoo queen to come to if things are like rough. She's very like hands-on in the community, making sure that new like fledgling spellcasters have a place to go and have a place to learn in a safe environment. She's very much like mother. Okay, so yeah, she's very sweet. She has 2 kids of her own. I'll introduce you to her oldest child. This is her son. This is Darrell Charm. Now he is a young adult. He's an adept spellcaster, so he's still kind of learning his way through things. In my eyes, he's like in his early 20s. He is a snob, a bookworm, hot-headed. He has a strong bloodline, and he's alluring. And in The Sims, he is engaged with Amelia, but right now, I don't think that they're engaged yet. To me, they're kind of like just housemates, okay? And we'll get into why. He's a little bit of a snob, so like he doesn't really get along with a lot of the community. He actually has beef with quite a few people, but because of who his mother is, people do respect him. So let's just keep that in mind. Okay, let's move on to the youngest child. This is Gemma Charm. She is in high school. I want to say she's like 15, 16. She has the goofball and the art lover trait. She also has a strong bloodline. She is into spellcastery, but because she's so young, she doesn't have like a type yet. She's still kind of learning things. In my mind, she's very interested in mischief, like mischievous magic. So she kind of like likes to hang around Elphaba a little bit, which is a problem because Elphaba is problematic. Okay. But yeah, she's technically in high school, but I didn't want her to go to the regular high school, so she's dropped out. She does have friends throughout the community, like the occult community. And funny enough, when she introduced herself to Ovi, she did not like him. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. She doesn't really like him very much. Hopefully we can change that. Who knows? Maybe we won't need to. And finally, this is Amelia Ernest. She is a spellcaster. She is a young adult. I want to say like early 20s. She has the clumsy, cheerful, perfectionist traits, and she doesn't have a strong bloodline at all like the others. So the reason why I feel like she is here, so if you guys saw the intro, obviously the spellcasters had a little bit of infighting and two groups went different ways. So there's different ideologies in different areas. Her family comes from the other opposite ideology, away from the ones that like to worship the ground and worship like the nature, giving respects to nature. She comes from a very bloodthirsty, power thirsty family and like type of spellcaster. She kind of deflected a little bit and decided, you know what, I'm going to learn under someone who I think embodies nature and giving back to the planet. And so that's why she's here. She's actually trying to be an apprentice of Minerva, which is how she met Daryl, okay, or Darrell, however you say that man's name, Daryl, I don't know, do with it what you will. But yeah, so that's how she's here, because I couldn't figure out why she would be living with this family randomly. So that is my lore. Yeah, let's do enough of this. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay portion, just because I've been yapping a lot and I know y'all are like ready for tea. Okay, same. So Ovi is here. He just knocked on the door. They said to come on in. I'm going to have him come inside. Looks like they're watching TV here. He's gonna come around the corner and just kind of peep and see what Minerva is doing. He's very skeptical. He is a skeptical sim, so he doesn't actually believe his eyes when he sees stuff. Like, he's like, what in the world is this? Like, he's probably thinking this woman is crazy, but then he sees all that magic and he's like, oh, what now? What? He's got a breathtaking encounter because of who? Because of Minerva. That's crazy. She's like 40 years your elder. Like, come on. So he wants to snoop. We're going to do that definitely while we in this house. I actually gave him the always welcome trait because I'm sick of him getting kicked out of people's houses just because he nosy. So I have all of them controlled. She's currently experimenting right now, but she's going to get started on dinner soon. Because I feel like, yeah, she would definitely be like, yeah, so, I'm glad you came in here. Maybe, can she talk while she's doing this? I wonder if she can talk while she's doing this. She's looking like, did I do it right? So he's going to we can't have a deep conversation. Let's get to know her. Let's ask her about her family. And we're just going to sit down and we're going to be like, listen, so, tell me a little bit about your family. Like, she's like, okay, I'll tell you about my family. She's like, we come from a very ancient bloodline of spellcasters. We like to pay homage to the nature around us. She said, I only have 2 children. I don't have any others. I was a single mom for a long time. And he's like, oh, okay. So what about you? Like, how'd you become a spellcaster? She said, well, I was born into it. You can either be born into it or you can be created as a spellcaster. And he's like, oh, so is that maybe what my sister was looking for? And she's going to be like, well, sweetie, your sister was messaging me online and I don't know what she was getting into. We never actually met up. She seemed really nice. I wish I could have met her. And we're going to not give unwarranted advice. We're not going to give her unwarranted advice. That's crazy. But we're going to get to know her. And he's like, well, I was checking out her things. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. She definitely was kidnapped. She definitely likes small talk for sure. And she's like, well, it's a lot of drama, but we're going to figure out what happened to your sister. We are. I'm just happy that you're safe. And he's like, well, why'd you say that? Not him being in a flirty mood. Sir, please stop flirting with this old woman. Is he flirting with her? I cannot. I cannot right now. He's like, well, the ball's kind of all over the place. Like I just really want to find my sister. And she's like, I understand. I understand. Sir, not him. Oh my God. If he hunches on this old woman, I'm going to be so sick. he's like, so is there anything else you can tell me? And she's like, well, sure. She's like, listen, I personally think that you need to just explore for yourself. Your sister was into something deep, clearly. And I don't know if maybe she ended up overturning the wrong rock. We need to really figure out what it is, get this mess figured out. He's like, well, what about me? Like, you said that I shouldn't have survived that. Why would you say something like that? And she's like, in due time, you'll figure it out. And he's like, okay. And she's like, well, it's starting to rain again. So maybe we should go ahead and get cooking before everybody takes flight. Let's see. Not Amelia in here in this kitchen. Child, you better go on somewhere, get out her kitchen. Amelia is new to the family, okay? So she don't know. We're gonna have Minerva come make some soul food. I think she has a pretty decent, yeah, she's got a pretty high like cooking skill. I think I want to make this chicken and andouille sausage gumbo. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Or should we do the fried catfish, collard greens, mac and cheese? That sounds amazing. I'm so deprived living here in Japan, y'all. I miss the catfish. We're gonna have him come in here too. I want him to come in here also because he's just so like intrigued with everything she's saying, and he thinks she's fine shit. So he's like, yes, ma'am. I will help you cook. Let me help you. Can I help her? He's so aggy. Oh my God. I cannot. Darrell's bored. I'm gonna have him come join too. I'm gonna just call him Darrell because this family is very clearly black. Oh, can I not join? Dang it, I can't join anymore. Okay, she's got the fried fish on the pan. Okay, cool. He can join. What's she doing? Oh, she just put something down. Okay, so yeah, he's attempting to help her cook, I guess. He really just adding his 2 cents. And he's like, Mom, what are you doing in here? She's like, I'm cooking, sweetie. Okay, the food is here. Let's call to meal. She made the food. It's excellent quality and is okay. So we're eating. I wonder if Gemma's gonna come down and join us. So yeah, so he's eating with them. Okay. And he's like, wow, this is really good. Let's get to know some of the other people here. Like, oh, there's Gemma. Okay, she's eating with us. Cause Gemma, like I said, Gemma was not messing with Ovi for real. So I wonder if we can like change that. So we're gonna get to know the family. And yeah, this is so cute. And of course, Minerva would definitely invite Ovi to like eat dinner with them and stuff. Where is she going? Sit down. Oh Lord, not her having the hots for Ovi. No. Not Amelia crushing on Ovi too. Let me see how this is going. Okay, so she thinks that he's strong-minded. She thinks that he's strong-minded. She thinks that he thinks that she is funny. Okay. And she also thinks that he's rather charming. Okay, not her being charmed by this man. What does he think about Darrell? Darrell thinks he's strong-minded. Ovi thinks that Darrell is emotionally expressive. Okay, interesting for him to be friends with him. I personally think Darrell is a douchebag, but hey, different strokes for different folks, I guess. And then what about Gemma? let's see. So he thinks that Gemma is sophisticated, but she thinks that he's in dreamland. She's probably like, you're just in dreamland thinking that you're going to come over here and just figure stuff out. Like, our world is so complex. You don't know nothing. Like, you know how teens be. We're going to get to know him. Is Darrell cleaning that food up? Okay, he is. I'm going to have him actually put the food away. So, we can magic it. That sounds like fun. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to put that away. And I feel like Ovi's going to be like, thank you for the food. Like, it's really good. It's been a while since I've had a home cooked meal. And we're going to discuss healthy relationships. And we're just going to be like, yeah, it's been a while since I've had a home cooked meal. Like, my aunt used to cook for us, but she passed away long time ago. And she's like, yeah, what was your aunt's name? And y'all, I don't even remember. I think his aunt's name was Estelle. Estelle. And he's like, yeah, Auntie Estelle, she passed away a long time ago. It's just been me and my cousin and my sister. And, we haven't really expanded the family or anything. Look at Darrell putting the food away. So he's all playful. He thinks that the food was good. He's entertained by this family. He thinks they're so good. So I'm going to have him clean up his meal, actually. And then we're going to go snoop. We're going to go snoop. We are. Gemma. Put it away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Put it away. Not with company at the house. I need him to stop yapping and go clean his plate up. I know that. Okay. So I'm gonna, pretty soon I'm gonna stop controlling them. I think he's gonna go out and take a smoke real quick. After he snoops. We're gonna do some snooping first, because we're gonna snoop. We're gonna look around. You know what? He just like me. I'll be in people's house and I'll be like, oh, I wonder what they got in this house. I love this house. It's so cute, honestly. It was so intimidating to decorate at first, but I love it now. We're gonna go upstairs. Oh, can we go in here? No, she has her door locked. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go in Minerva's room, because that's where we woke up at first, and we're gonna snoop around in there. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on in this house. Okay, maybe we can learn some stuff. It looks like they're learning stuff about each other. I could say she is romantically reserved. She's probably not been in a relationship in a while. So we're gonna snoop. What's happening? Why did we just zoom over here? What's happening? Yes, she likes deception. I'm about to stop controlling them soon because they getting on my nerves. So he's looking and he's like, this is where I woke up. So basically how he ended up at the library, y'all, I forgot to yip yap about that. So how he ended up at the library is when he went downstairs to figure out where he was, because like, yo, where the hell am I? That's when he met Grace, and Minerva actually suggested that she go to the library with him so they can do some research, so she can explain some stuff, because Minerva knows a lot, right? But Minerva is definitely the type of woman that's not going to actually tell all right now. She definitely wants him to find some stuff out on his own. She was really truthful with him, though. She definitely does not know what happened to Sarah, so she's like at a loss there. But as far as like knowing what's been going on in the community, she knows a few things. We're gonna have him use the bathroom and wash his hands after he's snooping, just in case somebody comes upstairs and is like, yo, you snooping in my stuff? And he's like, nah, I was just using the bathroom. Yeah, so it's getting pretty late too, so I think we might actually head downstairs and go take that smoke. And yeah, so because you know he gotta have his smoke. We ain't smoked all episode. You know, he probably struggling. Okay. We're going to clear all selectable sims. Yeah, so he's gonna go downstairs and probably just we're gonna go outside the front because we're not gonna smoke in somebody's house. That's rude. And let's see, he's playful from finding out secrets about another sim. He's it's beautifully decorated. The food was really epic. He's feeling comfy because the furniture is comfortable. Deep connection from socialization. Feeling fulfilled, and his underwear are too tight. That shit is always gonna be funny, bro. It's just always gonna be funny. He thinks it's funny too. He laughing about it too. We're gonna have a cigarette. So, okay, the porch lights just came on. So he's gonna actually have a cigarette here. I am going to wrap this episode up here. I know it was like super quick. I just didn't want to be yip yapping the entire episode. There is an exit scene, like a cut scene at the end. I want y'all to sit around for that. It's going to be interesting. I know I be having y'all on y'all toes, but let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you, it is so worth the payout. In the next episode, we're actually probably not going to be working with Ovi, but like we're still gonna be with this family because he's still gonna snoop around. We gotta learn some things, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop yapping. You guys enjoy this little cut scene, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So bye.